To understand why Chapter 9 holds such a special place in the Bhagavad Gita, it helps to consider the historical and cultural backdrop of Krishna's teachings. Ryan, why do you think Krishna chose this particular moment to reveal what he calls the most confidential knowledge?
It's all about timing, Arya. The Gita is set on the battlefield of Kurukshetra, a moment of profound crisis for Arjuna. He's overwhelmed not just by the thought of fighting his own kin, but by deeper questions about duty, morality, and the meaning of life. In this chapter, Krishna shifts from addressing Arjuna's external dilemmas to revealing the inner truths that can guide him and all of us toward liberation. It's as if Krishna knows that only when we're at a crossroads, questioning everything, are we truly ready to hear and absorb this wisdom.
That's such a powerful insight, Ryan. And it's not just Arjuna's personal journey. It's a reflection of a broader shift happening in Indian spiritual traditions at the time. The Gita, with its emphasis on devotion and accessibility, stands out against the backdrop of Vedic rituals and intellectual discourses that often felt exclusive. How does Chapter 9 embody this shift?
Great point, Arya. In the Vedic tradition, much of the spiritual practice centered around elaborate rituals performed by priests. While those rituals had their significance, they weren't accessible to everyone. The Gita, and especially Chapter 9, opens the door to a more inclusive spirituality. Krishna says that anyone, regardless of caste, gender, or status, can attain liberation through devotion and surrender. This democratization of spiritual knowledge is revolutionary and echoes through later movements like Bhakti Yoga, which emphasized love and connection with the divine over formal rituals.
Exactly, Ryan. And this shift toward inclusivity wasn't unique to India. Around the same time, we see other traditions emphasizing accessibility and personal connection to the divine. For instance, in Sufi Islam, the focus is on love and surrender rather than rigid dogma. Similarly, Christian mystics of the Middle Ages spoke of divine grace and the heart's connection to God.